Jonathan Galecki. I told you what.
Galecki.
Oh, we're on. Hey, everybody. Welcome to a Monday Collider TV Talk. I'm Josh Macuga here all week, every single day. We're still at 9 a.m. PST. Who knows we're going to throw us next week, but all week this week, we're 9 a.m. PST. We got a big Monday, all kinds of stuff to get through. I know a lot of you have been asking us on Twitter to talk about the Orville, so we will most definitely talk about the Orville and just exactly what that was. And that's me talking on my computer. Good Monday mistakes. Cody, stop just edit it.
We're live.
And we're back. All right, perfect. There we go. Here is always Emma Fyffe on a Monday.
What is up? I love also that you're like, we're going to talk about the Orville, which is conveniently positioned directly behind my head. Well, your head, Josh Macuga. We've got some Orville action happening here on Collider TV Talk, along with all kinds of other great stuff.
Yes,
on this.
and our greatest American hero, David Griffin.
Yeah, thanks. Buffalo Bills beat the New York Jets. Let's go Buffalo, 21-12 in Orchard Park, New York, which is right near where I grew up. Let's go Buffalo. Football is back.
The Bills are 1-0. David got his tickets to the Super Bowl. He's psyched. He is pumped.
It might be a little preemptive, but you know, but you gotta admire David Griffin's optimism.
He walked out of Big Wangs and just like lit his car on fire. He's like, I'm ready. Let's do it. Okay, so before we get into it, we have to welcome a couple special guests you guys can't see on camera. Emma Fyffe's parents are in the crowd.
They are in the crowd today.
They're here.
Visiting from Prescott, Arizona, which is the same town that Grace Hancock's parents live in. There you go. Yeah,
it's lovely this time of year.
It's it's a lovely place.
I know.
Yeah,
is this monsoon season?
Great air quality. Nope.
Monsoon season.
Monsoon season. Apparently it is.
Well, the
apparently
deserts
it
have
is.
monsoon season.
Yeah.
Right?
Apparently this is the time. This is the time of the rains.
The rains. Yeah.
Yep.
I know my geography.
Look, is there? Monsoons are like rainstorms.
Yeah, the desert has monsoon season.
We're getting nods.
It's like a desert version of monsoons, though, I think. So it's not monsoons like you would get.
Is it just a person with a spritzer fan?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's just people come by your lawn and they just have those little fans that you get at Universal or Orlando. Yeah, exactly.
This is why none of us are meteorologists.
Yes.
This is why we do not do the weather here at Collider.
Up here, you'll see the weather moving this way past the Orville.
A little bit of high pressure, a little bit of low.
Welcome to Collider Weather Talk.
All right, let's talk some TV. Story one here, the greatest American hero, which a lot of people out there are like, because you see that T-shirt places at like Comic-Cons and stuff like that. You'll every now and then you'll see like an older guy dressed as the greatest American hero.
Yeah, I've seen people cosplay this.
Right, nice head of curly blonde hair there.
Sure. He looks like he could play Iron Fist.
For sure. That is Danny Rand's dad. That is Danny Rand's father. Yeah. Holy shit. I think what this show is most known for is the theme song. When people are like, oh, that's what that's from. You play Greatest American Hero. Now listen, the new reboot is going to be at ABC. They're going to have an Indian American actress playing this whole thing. The story's simple.
Yeah.
She gets a superpower from like a weird thing she doesn't know. She's kind of like a drunk. Sounds kind of like if they gave me a superpower, like you can't do karaoke all the time. I'm like, I can do whatever I want. And all I'm saying is if they have this show and they don't open with this theme song, I will be livid.
I feel
like an updated version
this
of it.
Again.
Maybe a little shorter.
Look, David,
it's like a minute 45-second intro. It's like Game of Thrones level intro.
With Emma.
Yeah, I don't think it needs to be any shorter.
Okay. You don't see us complaining about Game of Thrones?
That's true.
No,
that's true.
Yeah.
My feeling about it is that I think that potentially there is a good show in here. And as you say, it does. It starts with the theme song. And rather than, I mean, guys, why mess with perfection? Just do an updated version of the theme, just a cover of the theme song like they did for like DuckTales, for example. It's just the same theme song for DuckTales being sung by somebody else.
It's sort of like when you go to church and you usually hear like the old chorus, like, and then you go to the kids' church and it's like, big God, big God. You know what I mean? Like, that's what we need for... You know what I'm talking about, David. Come on.
No,
you were in seminary?
I was in seminary. We didn't go... But yeah, I know what you're talking about. I would definitely watch this. I wish it was on Amazon, though, because I like what Amazon did with The Tick.
I agree.
6 episodes, like 25 minutes each. This would be perfect. I feel like if you're watching like 22 episodes, I don't think it's gonna be 22.
True. And
it might be a little bit much.
And I feel like, too, with Amazon, with The Tick, they really hit that comedic sensibility of a superhero who, I mean, the Tick is actually good at being a superhero, but he's just so earnest and it's so funny. And I feel like maybe an Amazon or a Netflix where you would get a shorter 6-7 episode
Yes.
Yeah.
season might work better for this. But I do like the concept. I like that it's just a girl who's good at drinking tequila and karaoke, and that's about it.
Done and done. Sounds
Yeah.
like a lot like
Sounds
Josh
like Jessica
Macuga.
Yes.
Yes.
A little bit
Right.
like Jessica Jones.
Yeah.
With maybe a little more sense of humor. A little more.
Sure.
A little more, yeah.
The one thing I kept thinking of when they were describing it was a little like Hancock. Remember that movie with Will
Oh
Smith?
yeah.
Which I didn't hate.
Hancock was
No,
solid, yeah.
But I didn't love it
He's a
either.
superhero that didn't care.
Correct.
Yeah.
Sure.
So you're thrust into the situation. You get superpowers.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? Yeah.
As long as it has that little bit of heart under it of her mostly surface level seeming like she doesn't care, but deep down she cares. I think that's how this works.
We have a greatest American hero over here.
Oh.
You're welcome, Cody. Take it. Fun time. All right. Let's, real quick, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is bringing back Lance, a.k.a. Nick Blood, who originally spun off. They had like the Spies Goodbye where they take shots at a bar and then they walk up in distance, thinking full well that Marvel's Most Wanted was actually going to be a series. ABC let them go, and then they were like, we don't really want to do Marvel's Most Wanted. We're going to do Inhumans instead with an animatronic dog. And so now they're going to be like, hey, remember when we said goodbye to you? I'm like, why didn't you come back? Why didn't
Yeah.
you
They're like,
because-
oh, Inhumans.
No, right? Now- so Lance is going to come back. They're not sure like how many episodes. They haven't announced that, but he's definitely coming back. Now, Adrian Pilecki, who is in the Orville, was his partner. They were, like lovers and all that kind of stuff. I doubt she'll come back simply because she's still on Orville. Now, if the Orville crashes and burns, which I don't know if it will or not. This show is so confusing. It could be good. It could be bad.
it's
I don't know if
just
the
the
pilot
yeah,
was
right,
terrible.
right.
Whatever. So maybe Pilecki stays in the Orville and we just see Lance. Regardless, it's nice to have Lance back on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. in whatever form because he was always my favorite character.
Is Lance looks like he's drinking maybe a nice summer shandy there? Or
Yeah,
something?
he's like a
little
really
lining-
smart-ass British spy that kind of like kicks ass.
He likes nice Hefeweizen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice, nice citrusy.
He's a good
Very
dude.
Nice.
It's a British character, David, so that'll get you back into watching
oh,
Agents of
yeah.
S.H.I.E.L.D.
I'm definitely
There you
back
go.
on
That's your
Agents of
gateway
S.H.I.E.L.D.
drug.
What if
Oh,
there was
hey.
Agents of British S.H.I.E.L.D. David?
Agents of British Shield.
They had a
If it was
Union
British
Jack
Shields and like Judi Dench was like played like M, she's like the head,
Yep.
the lead, I'd watch it.
That's called
you put
James
Dame.
Bond.
Yeah, I know, that's true. That's true.
All
They already
right.
made that.
So,
No superpowers.
moving on. Since I'm the only one that watches Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., it's okay, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. fan. You can admit to it. Emma likes anime. That's okay to do as well. We can all like our own type of... David likes only British TV. He texted us a sad, sad text about Top of the Lake China Girl. And
I
was
was
like,
just yeah.
good luck
I-
with that.
So I thought, I'm getting a little ahead of ourselves. I'm going to talk about Top of the Lake China Girl a little bit later, but I thought I was under the assumption, this is what happens when you assume things, that everybody was going to watch Top of the Lake China Girl. I text, everybody's like, nope, not watching that. Not caught up. Nope. Just you, David.
I said,
wow, I'm
have
alone.
fun, buddy.
I watched it by myself at my house for 2.5 hours alone. Alone, people. And I have nobody to talk to about it with. So that's my life.
How
That's
how
my
many
life.
tears were in your glass of red wine?
It was sad. Actually, I had a nice Riesling. I had a nice Riesling last night.
okay.
I want something like
Well, see,
crisp and
but
refreshing.
David, this is why Collider TV Talk exists, so you can just talk at the internet
Yes.
about it.
Yep,
Even
I can
if we
exactly.
talk
do
to
not
you folks
respond.
about it. Thank you. Thank you.
Can we get David's face on a bottle of Riesling? Internet, make it happen. All right. So moving on. Listen, Last Tycoon and Z, whatever the Z :
Beginning of everything.
the beginning of everything.
Beginning of the end.
Now it's the end of everything. They were both.
Look at
canceled.
Bomber rocking that suit. Looks sharp. Boy, looks good.
Let me tell you
I mean, he
something.
does.
about
That's a good-looking man.
that man. First of all,
That's a good-looking man.
That is a good-looking man.
He is.
Right?
No, very good looking.
On a terrible show. I mean, that show made no sense. I made Grace watch all 9 episodes, and she came and said, I'm not going to do TV talk if you make me watch all of these shows. And I was like, you didn't have to watch all of it. I said, you may like it. I don't know. Give it a thought.
Yeah.
And then she finished all of the episodes, which is 9 hours that you never get back as a person. That's something you just
Yeah.
throw in the old trash compactor
Yeah.
of television, squash it away, and now it's canceled. Mostly because The Last Tycoon was shot in the 30s, took place in the 30s, and they made it look like it was still like on a 30s camera. I was like,
Yeah.
what is this
Looks
show?
strange.
It is not. It wasn't good.
Yeah.
Fraser Crane was like a womanizing asshole. Like the show didn't really make much sense.
Should have took some notes from Boardwalk Empire.
Yes.
Which did a great job. The Roaring
Right.
Twenties, that whole thing.
Yeah.
But they canceled both these shows.
Yeah.
Now, you were telling me, David, that Amazon
It was
is...
an interesting article. So the head of Amazon development and the video department's like, look, we need to find the next Game of Thrones. We have to start developing shows like that. And we were talking about the danger with that is you can't search for something that's going to go viral. You can't search for a Game of Thrones because Game of Thrones, when it first came out, wasn't a major success for HBO.
No, not at all. I mean,
took a
the
while.
first season of Game of Thrones did not pull anywhere near the numbers that
No.
it's getting now. Most people, I think, caught on around season 3,
Yeah.
and then they went back and watched seasons 1 and 2. So, and again, there's no formula for how do we make event television like Game of Thrones. It just
happens.
Just start making good TV.
Yeah, just make
make
good
good TV,
shows.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm so excited about Marvelous Mrs. Maisel,
Yes.
which is not like Game of Thrones at all. It's
Mm-hmm.
a comedy, but it just seems like such a promising show. And with the way a lot of the Amazon shows have gone so far,
Mm-hmm.
it makes me a little nervous. But that was one of the best pilots I've ever seen in my life.
And it's also hard on an Amazon or a Netflix
Yeah.
to do event television.
Right, because it all drops at once.
You release a binge.
Yeah.
And I understand what they're going for. Like, we want to get this, like, a huge property that people want to just pull everything.
Right, and we can merchandise and
What was the last property before Game of Thrones? Breaking Bad? That was event television?
maybe.
And
But
then
not
Yeah.
until the final season. It had its
Finals.
highest numbers in the final season. Lost, of course, before that.
Right.
Lost
Sopranos.
Sopranos.
So you're looking-
American Idol for a while. That's right.
Bachelorette.
Bachelor, yeah.
You're looking at 4 scripted series in the last 20 years
Yeah.
that have been event television, really.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, yes, you can throw like How I Met Your Mother finale in there. You could throw certain things like Friends or Seinfeld. Those are half-hour comedies.
Those have been off the air for a long time.
Long
Right.
time.
Yeah, a long time.
But
yeah.
the other trend that we're seeing there is that most of these shows didn't really get established as the cult hit phenomenons
Correct.
that they were until a couple seasons in.
Yeah.
So I worry that maybe Amazon is going to give up on some of their series too quickly that could ultimately be a Game of Thrones level hype.
I don't disagree. And you can't just be like, hey, we're going to put dragons in a show. It's Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta really look for it. All right. Speaking of HBO and event television, we got what everybody is just pining for, have been pining for years. We got the first full trailer for the new season of Curb Your Enthusiasm. Now, is it the last season? Nobody knows. They'll never say this is a series finale because Larry David hates series finales. There is an amazing interview with him about the Seinfeld series finale that is hysterical. This trailer is perfect. Listen, this show is probably the greatest comedy on TV next to Veep, and they're both on HBO. But it's a totally different comedy, obviously, than Veep. But this trailer is just too freaking
My
good.
favorite moment of this entire trailer, because it just felt so real to me and like exactly what I want to do every time I walk into a Macy's and someone tries to spray me with perfume, is when he just attacks the lady who sprays him with cologne. It was-
Yep. Yeah.
Oh God, that killed me. And when he was yelling at the people for making out in front of his house,
You can be happy.
just not in front of me.
Yes, not in front of me. Yeah. Yeah.
What do you think, Dave? You
I love
this
it. Well,
show.
because I love Seinfeld, and Larry
so
David
good.
is George. If you like
Yes.
George Costanza and you like Seinfeld, you never watched Curb Your Enthusiasm, it's just George
It is.
in L.A.
Yeah.
So, I mean, definitely watch Curb Your Enthusiasm. It looks awesome.
I cannot wait.
October 9th.
No, October 1st.
Ooh.
Yeah.
that's way out
October
there.
1st.
Wow. That wasn't even in the ballpark. It was like October 9th. Nope, that's wrong.
Not even the same day of the
Not even
week.
the same
October
day.
9th is a Tuesday, I think.
Oh, wow. Oh. Well, what's next, folks?
What David just said, funnier than anything that happened in our review here of the Orville. On
Yeah,
Fox.
this
Now,
show. What?
We were warned. We were
Yes.
warned by Allison Keene, by most everybody in the press, that this show was going to be a bit of a train wreck. I went in, we were talking on Friday
Yep.
as we were leaving the office. I said, you know what? I bet I'll like the Orville.
Yeah.
I bet I'll like it. I bet it's funny. It's maybe just like it wasn't because, like I said, we're not critics. We're just people that really like television.
Yep.
I have no idea what it is.
I completely agree. I went into it with a positive attitude, and part of me wonders if because I knew it was getting panned by critics so much that it was sort of a Batman versus Superman for me, because I went in with my expectations for Batman versus Superman being below 0. And I watched it and thought it was okay. And I feel like that might be what happened with the Orville, but mostly for me, is this a comedy? Like, what
Yeah.
is this show?
You know what the problem with the show is? It's such a safe show. It's a very
Yeah.
safe network show. And I'm like, this is Seth MacFarlane, who does some pretty controversial things on Family Guy.
Sure.
You know, the Cleveland Show, and that was out. All those shows, it's like, just go full Family Guy, Star Trek spoof.
That's all we
Right.
want.
Go
That's what
crazy,
we
but like there
wanted.
were some scenes I'm like, is this like a drama? And there was some scenes that were also like some odd dead space.
Yeah.
Like, it was really quiet at times. I'm like, what's going? Because Seth MacFarlane usually just zippy.
And Seth
all the
MacFarlane
time.
to
I
be
didn't
the
get it.
straight guy doesn't work.
No. And
Sorry.
the show was weirdly sincere.
Yeah.
You know, because I normally would be all about the storyline of the wife who comes back and is basically like, hey, I'm
bad.
sorry, let me atone for cheating on you, spoilers, with a blue alien guy in the first
Cody.
20
Thanks.
the first 20 seconds of the episode.
Yeah.
But it would be so much funnier if they had been put together and they didn't know they were going to be working together. And
Yes.
because you have to have that tension,
Yeah.
and you need the sexual tension, and it's not there. It just, I was baffled.
Yeah.
It was not funny. It was
They turn him into like a little bit of Ray Romano at points.
Yeah.
It's like, Deborah, why aren't you? You know, like it doesn't. There was just no consistency.
no, not at all.
Some jokes hit.
Sure.
Like I love the part with his pilot. It kind of created this like holodeck Star
I
Trek
did like
thing.
the pilot.
And he has this
Yes.
orc that he fights in a samurai village named Justin. He's like, "Hi, I'm Justin."
Yeah, Justin was
that was
great.
hilarious.
And
That
I
was
was like,
great.
okay, if this is going to be the whole show,
Yeah.
great.
Sure. And
I
I-
laughed the first 5 to 10 minutes. I
Exactly.
laughed.
And that was the thing was it felt like it came out of the gate being a comedy.
Right.
And then for the rest of the episode, it was basically a not very heart-wrenching drama with a few jokes in it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was so strange.
Yeah.
It felt like
And going forward, it was going to be 30 minutes.
Right,
correct?
right.
So maybe listen.
It's a
pilots
pilot. It's a pilot.
Pilots are
yeah.
usually bad.
Yeah, it's a pilot.
Which is
That's
why
fair.
giving a 3-episode test is
Yep.
usually pretty good. However, there are some pilots that are horrendous and just turn away, right?
This wasn't horrendous.
It wasn't
No,
horrendous.
This pilot, like, it intrigues me to see what I'm going to watch in the coming episodes.
yeah, I'm very interested.
Because if it got panned by critics and like Seth MacFarlane's over there and he's hearing all this stuff, maybe he goes in and he just turns up the
Just
comedy,
make it Family Guy.
comedy volume.
But
Yeah,
just a sci-fi spoof, but make it more like Family Guy humor.
and more
yeah.
Norm Macdonald as the Blob. Like,
Yeah.
why don't we have?
Yeah,
Norm-
exactly.
Yeah.
Like,
That was
why wasn't the
hysterical.
Blob of Norm Macdonald in the
Yeah.
Yeah.
whatever they call that?
Yeah.
What do they call in Star Trek? The bridge.
The
On
Why
the
wasn't-
bridge,
yeah,
yeah.
why
Bridge.
wasn't the
Oh,
Blob
yeah,
on the
make him part of the
bridge?
bridge crew. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
well-
it was just very strange. It felt like Next Generation with a weird, dry sense of humor and some jokes that didn't really seem to fit.
And really bad lighting.
Oh, really bad lighting.
Terrible lighting.
But I like the design of the ships. Like,
Yeah.
that's the thing is, I'm gonna give this show another episode or two before I give up
definitely.
on it because, as I say, right now I'm mostly just.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's totally like, well, I ordered the salad, but I should have got the burger.
Yeah.
So I just put my salad on the burger, and then I'll eat that. Does that make sense,
Yep.
David? You
Yeah.
see what I'm going
Yeah,
with
you're
that?
getting
Yeah.
the balance. You're getting all
Yeah,
that.
good
I got
metaphor,
that. Yeah,
good
yeah,
metaphor.
I got that.
All right,
Mhm.
cool. All right, let's do some weekend highlights. Don't laugh back there, Cody. I heard you. All right, weekend high-lows. Emma and my favorite show. is
Oh
back
my
on Netflix.
God, BoJack Horseman.
BoJack Horseman season 4. How many episodes did you get through?
5.
Okay, I'm at 5 too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This
So
show.
let's try and finish it by Wednesday if we can.
Oh
I
my
know that-
God, yes.
Okay, let's try and
Oh
finish it
my
by
God, I'm
Wednesday.
so down for that. This show, you guys, if you live in LA and you are not watching the show, I don't know what's wrong with you
Yeah.
because this is the most realistic depiction of living in LA and working in the entertainment industry, despite the fact that it is about horses and dogs and cats.
Yes. It's the live action version of Episodes on Showtime, which is back. And Episodes is hilarious. Episodes and BoJack Horseman together are the two most realistic Hollywood shows ever. And you're like, no way. I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
this is what it is. So good. All right, so we'll talk about it animation on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. If you guys were watching football yesterday, you saw the the awkward moment between Tony Romo and Phil Simms. They were in the CBS pregame. Even the announcers were like, that was pretty awkward.
How's that seat feel, Romo?
How's that seat feel, Romo? Yep, cool, Phil.
I think Phil's a little jealous.
Phil's just a touch jealous.
Romo's good. Romo's good at his job.
He got extra Botox for yesterday.
Look at that grin, that silly grin.
Look
Romo's
at
got that
Romo's
silly
silly
grin.
Yeah, good for it. But he was great. I thought he was
very
great.
good. Yeah.
Good for Tony Romo.
Yeah.
All right, David's favorite show that nobody else told him that you were going to. Go ahead, David. Top of the Lake China Girl.
So Top of
High
Lake China
low.
Girl, I know all my brothers and sisters in the UK, we already saw it. But I didn't see it yet, okay? So it just premiered on Sundance Television last night. They're doing all 6 parts in just 3 days. So it is 2.5 hours of just goodness of Elizabeth Moss and her awesome Australian accent. You also get Gwendolyn Christie is the star of this. She is so good with the comic relief. So definitely watch Top of the Lake China Girl on Sundance TV if you haven't seen it yet.
Boom. All right, so people have been asking, what did you guys think about the Twin Peaks finale?
Emma, take it away because I have no idea what happened.
I
I just watched the whole season and had no idea what was going on.
Yeah.
It's kind of like me and Fear the Walking Dead.
Yeah, there
So
you go. Yeah.
I really enjoyed the Twin Peaks finale, honestly, because I felt like I was talking about this with John Schnepp, who also is a Twin Peaks fan, and how this season there were a lot of episodes that ultimately felt kind of superfluous, but the last 2 were
superfluous,
really. They were very, very
of the day.
heartfelt. And basically my interpretation of how it ended was that, so the whole season, all you wanted was for Agent Cooper to get out of the freaking Black Lodge
a long
and to be Agent Cooper again
yeah.
and not be Dougie and not be doppelganger evil Cooper. And he finally gets out. And when he does, at least this is the way I interpret it, it seems like he has ended up in an alternate reality where in the events of Twin Peaks never happened.
What's her name is not who
it's
she
not
was.
right.
Yeah.
She's not Laura.
Yeah.
She's Carrie. And
So it's Flashpoint. Macuga,
It
Flashpoint.
is.
It's Flashpoint.
But
It's
in
Flashpoint.
but done well in a really heartbreaking way.
Yeah.
And in the end, she looks up at the window of her old house and screams. So I kind of interpreted that as maybe Bob still existed in this universe because Laura Palmer had never essentially defeated him. It was really good. I think that, you know, Mark Frost, David Lynch especially, this is done. They're never gonna wrap this up in a neater bow than this because that's just not David Lynch's style. But I really liked it.
I enjoyed the ride. I didn't know what was going on, but I enjoyed it. It was weird. And we got a free concert at the end of every episode.
Of course.
Nine Inch Nails was there. You got a lot of good shows.
You basically just got like a roller coaster that took you through like Space Mountain, the Matterhorn,
Yeah.
like a really fast one.
You went to every kind of land of crazy you can go to in a television series in the show.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
All right, Rick and Morty. I didn't get a chance to watch last night.
Oh my God,
Yeah,
it was
you gotta-
so good.
It's good.
Better than Top of the Lake China Girl.
Apples and oranges.
It's a different kind of good. It's a different kind of good. Thumbs up on Rick and Morty,
Thumbs up
though. I
on
don't want to
Rick and
spoil it for you,
Morty.
Macuga. You
Let's
gotta
talk.
watch
We can talk on Wednesday. Rick and Morty.
Heck yeah,
animation, too.
absolutely.
Okay, cool.
Snowfall.
Yeah, see, okay. The Snowfall finale,
Up
I
and
just threw it
down.
in there because I didn't. It was a very up and down
Yeah.
show. There were some good moments, there were some bad moments. I thought the finale was like, okay.
I hope it gets renewed. I want to see them get a second chance because there's good parts. Like I love Franklin's story. I'm starting to care about the Mexican family, about the Mexican cartel, about their family. I'm starting to care about them, and even the FBI, the CIA, the agent. I'm starting to care a little bit more about him. So I want to see them get a second season.
Yeah, I think it was a decent show. I expected
Decent.
a lot more.
I agree.
You know, I
I
expect
told
a
you
lot.
BBC Two picked it up internationally, so hopefully that'll help it. You know, with the ratings.
David's favorite show?
Outlander is back, folks. You can check out my review from Comic-Con. I got to watch the first episode at Comic-Con. I've never been so excited and so out of breath because I was in Ballroom 20 by myself for 10 hours, but it was fantastic. So please watch Outlander on Stars. The premiere is out there. It's fantastic. Thumbs up.
And Power.
Power was great. Power finale was last week. But it was really good. 50 Cent told everybody at one time to cancel their Stars subscription because he wasn't getting enough money, enough episodes. Then the next day he's like, man, Stars just paid me a bunch of money. I'm back. Like, renew your Stars. So we're getting another season of Power. So that's definitely a good show.
Coming
as well.
from 50 Cent, who just needs the money.
Right, and sorry, You're the Worst, also very good. I think I'm the only person that watches it. Definitely check that one out. There was an hour-long premiere. This is the season 4 premiere, I think.
Season 4.
Very good. Very
Would
good
it
show.
be an easy binge to catch up on?
It's good. I love it. I mean, I know about the whole, what you're talking about, the whole girls thing, but there's more, it's funnier than girls.
Okay.
Like, there's more heart to it, I think, than girls. Yeah,
All right.
I enjoy
All
it.
right, you're the worst.
Yeah.
All right. I haven't even checked Twitter. Let's just see. We've been going full tilt here.
We're doing good. We're
Let's
moving
see.
here.
Yeah, we got. Let's see if we got a Twitter question here, Josh. In honor, this comes from @Markel @_Markel Chris. In honor of all the It hype this past weekend, favorite mini series of all time. Actually, that's pretty good.
Oh,
Easy. It's always the same for me. Band of Brothers.
miniseries,
Band of Brothers is so good.
For me, it's probably a miniseries called The 10th Kingdom, which is based on a book called The 10th Kingdom, and it's about fairy
anime?
tale. No,
Oh.
it's about fairy tale.
Where was it?
I don't know what network it was on. I watched it on DVD.
Oh, okay.
But it's basically about fairy tale characters all sort of existing in the same universe, but it's like Snow White has a kingdom and Cinderella has a kingdom and Sleeping Beauty has a kingdom. But the main girl is a girl from the real world who ends up in the fairy tale kingdom because she has some sort of connection to it. It's really fun.
Listen, I'll go Band of Brothers. What is that? That's the computer breaking.
My computer's about to blow up, folks.
David,
Close it. Close it. Close it.
Close the computer.
Close it. I would say my favorite miniseries, Band of Brothers, or most recently, Night of. I love the Night of. I mean, Big Little Lies, most recently too, is fantastic.
Yeah,
but
really good.
Big Band of Brothers like changed the game.
It was so good. It was huge money on that.
Ridiculous.
Huge money on that show.
It was a 10-hour movie.
It was like Saved by Ryan, but 10 hours long. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so that's Twitter questions. There you go. Hashtag Collider TV Talk. We'll be back tomorrow, 9 a.m. Sorry we don't have more. We just got so caught up.
Monday's always tough because there's always so much television
on the weekend.
On Sunday, yeah.
Yep.
So should we do a... David, take it. That was a real Buffalo Bill fan right there. There he goes.
Yeah.
All right. If you could pick a design for your game day shoes, what would it be? Emma, this is for football. Like, so let's just say
I know.
you get it.
Well, I would like to point
Look at
out
that's European
that
football.
When Josh Macuga,
That's my shoe design
That's
right
your
there.
shoe design.
I love that.
No, I love that Josh Macuga wrote in parentheses on this one. Emma, just go with this. But I actually, no hesitation. So mine, they would obviously be pink, okay?
Yes,
and on them would be sort of a combo of a sparkly moon, like Sailor Moon, but like morphing into the rebel symbol from Star Wars. And they would have wings on them, but they would be like mechanical Gundam mecha wings.
Got it.
Yep.
All right.
Dang, you went like
David Griffin.
Oh, no hesitation.
I mean, these, we're owned by, we're part of Complex. You need to be on that sneaker shopping show. We
Yes.
gotta get Mark Fernandez, put you on sneaker shopping.
Yes.
Heck yeah, absolutely.
I would go with I want the Jordan 11s. The Jordan 11s are the first shoes with like the patent leather on them, and I want that with like Buffalo Bills colors, and I want like the Super Bowl logos for the 4 Super Bowls in a row that we lost. On the side there. But we were 4-time AFC champions. Who else has done that? No one.
The Steelers have won 6 of them.
Well, I mean, sorry. 4 times in a row. No one's done it 4 times in a row.
Actually, 8,
They did 7 in a row?
No, we didn't win 7 in a row. I mean, we won 7.
Yeah, all right.
Just lost 2 Super Bowls. Sorry.
Steelers.
Yeah, mine would just be black and gold shoes with the Journey logo, like the Journey scare in black and gold.
Perfect.
Easy enough. All right, that's Collider TV Talk on a sexy Monday here on Collider. Thank you guys as always for joining us. We'll be back here tomorrow, 9 a.m. PST. Before we get out of here, David Griffin, top of the lake Griffin girl, where can the good people find you on the internet?
If anybody wants to come over to the house tonight, I will be alone watching parts 3 and 4 of Top of the Lake China Girl by myself with a probably nice glass. Maybe I'll switch up time. Maybe I'll do a nice glass of sparkling rosé.
Oh,
So if
sparkling
anybody would like to have some
rosé.
sparkling rosé, please come over. We'll watch parts 3 and 4 of
Don't
Top of
mind
the Lake.
if I do.
Also on Twitter and Instagram at GriffinD.
Emma Fyffe.
You can find me all over the internet wherever Emma Fyffes are sold at my name, Emma Fyffe, EMMAFYFFE. Tomorrow on Hyper Otaku over at HyperRPG, which is twitch.tv/HyperRPG at 6 o'clock p.m. talking about all kinds of anime stuff. We will be getting back into some Outlaw Star, which is currently airing on Toonami, so be sure to check that out.
Bang, bang, boom. I'm Josh Macuga at Josh Macuga, Twitter and Instagram. The Josh Macuga Show on YouTube tonight on WGN. U.S. Marshals, a.k.a. Fugitive 2. Check it out, 7, 6 Central. We'll be back tomorrow, 9 a.m. PST. David Griffin will be here with a little Great British Breakdown. I'm sure we'll get a little more Top of the Lake China Girl discussion. I know Cody is pumped about it. Thank you
Watch
guys.
the show, Cody. It's good.
Thank you guys as always for watching. And thank you to Emma's parents who came in all the way from Prescott, Arizona to watch our show today. Thank you so much. Thanks to the boys for being here early. We'll see you tomorrow. As always, put down the book, pick up the remote.
Hey guys, if you like this video, click the thumbs up button. Also, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. It'll help you stay up to date with everything we've got going on here at Collider.